Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Sonic318, back again for another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your WWE Fastlane 2021 prediction video. Yep, it is time for us to hop onto the Fastlane to Wrestlemania 37, as we are only so close away to actually getting close to the Showcase of the Immortals for the year 2021 for Wrestlemania 37. Obviously enough. And obviously, the time recording this video, we are 16 hours, 1 minute, and 12 seconds away from the pay-per-view event itself till Fastlane 2021. And obviously enough, as you can tell by the title of the video, we are going to be doing another sort of bunched up video, which I might as well address the fact right now. We're going to be doing this heading into WrestleMania 37 as well. So obviously, you will be seeing both a prediction video here and a prediction video next time for WrestleMania 37, as well as seeing my review / rundown of Fastlane coming up next after I give my WrestleMania 37 predictions next time here on the channel. So I thought to myself, you know what? Since, we're already getting close to WrestleMania 37, and since this is kind of already a throwaway show as it is, I might as well just keep the tradition going on heading into WrestleMania 37 and might as well break the curse after WrestleMania 37 doing a double entendre video in one. So hopefully after WrestleMania 37 we shall give you guys my WrestleMania 37 review its own sole review heading forward out of the channel as we get towards both previous videos and reviews being their own thing. So there's that. So for right now, we're going to do a Fastlane 2021 predictions and my Elimination Chamber 2021 preview / rundown, whatever you want to call it. But obviously, we're going to start with the predictions because that's why we're mainly here. So, with that said, we're going to jump into these predictions. So, with that said, we're going to get started with none other than United States Champion Riddle taking on Mustafa Ali. My prediction for this match is going to be for that. While I wouldn't be too surprised if Matt Riddle retains his title, because obviously, my prediction is going to be for Ali, because obviously we've been seeing Riddle, scurry away too much, having all these matches against Retribution and against Ali so many times. So I think it's about time for WWE to give, Ali his due and actually give him the championship. Whether this means we're gonna get another, rematch or kind of, title switch back to him at, Mania, back to Riddle. Who knows? That's to be seen. But obviously, by the time going this video, the storyline has been going on, constantly on Raw. Riddle's been kind of, scurrying away too much against Retribution, and knowing Dave's logic, they're gonna give Ali the win on this time. So my prediction is gonna be for Ali, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Matt Riddle somehow retains his title. So this said, Ali to win. Next up, we have Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Seth Rollins. My prediction for this match is going to be for Seth Rollins to win, but we're also going to have a post-match beatdown by the hands of Cesaro. So this is going to build up to a Cesaro versus Rollins match at WrestleMania 37. So we'll have Cesaro finally get his WrestleMania moment at WrestleMania 37 against Rollins. So there's your prediction right there. Rollins to win, Cesaro to come out and help Nakamura after a post-match beatdown on Nakamura, and Cesaro is going to come out and actually defend, Nakamura actually beat the crap out of Cesaro. Cesaro's going to beat the crap out of Seth. Why are you hating yourself? No point. He's going to come out and attack Rollins to get, attack Rollins to get revenge for whatever the hell he's going to do with Nakamura, and start the build-up between him and Rollins going towards WrestleMania 37. So there you go. Next up, we have technically a match, which is, we all know this is not going to be a match. Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss. We all know, like I said, we all know this is not going to be a match, and we might as well just call it for what it is. This is going to be the Fiend's return here for Fastlane to finally come back to WWE to potentially show a new look. Maybe not. Either way, the Fiend's going to return here tonight. Technically it's tonight, because technically speaking, this is being recorded the morning of the pay-per-view event. So there you go. So technically speaking, The Fiend's gonna come back here at Fastlanes. Yes, there's so many okay, guys, we're on the highway, guys. There's so many exits, there's so many roads, there's so many freaking interstates. Which way we're gonna go? There's so many roads ahead of us. Not flying. Seriously, here at Fastlane 2021, the Fiend's gonna come and return, and whether in regards he's gonna look the same or he's gonna look different from being burnt to a crisp by Randy Orton, that's to be seen. But this is gonna serve as the Fiend's return, as we'll finally see as we're gonna see him return, and obviously start a build between him and Orton for a match at WrestleMania 37. So what's gonna all come out of this apparent match for the Fiend's return? We're gonna tune in to find out, to see what happens for Bliss versus Orton. So there you go. But if I have to say a prediction for you guys, then it's going to be Bliss. So there you go. Alexa Bliss to beat Randy Orton, even though it's not going to be a match. So there you go. Next up, we have Drew McIntyre taking on Sheamus in a no-holds-barred match. My prediction for this match is going to be for Drew McIntyre to win this match. And we're going to get a post-match beatdown, probably by the hands of Bobby Lashley, to start continue their feud heading into WrestleMania 37. Or, potentially, we may see this being the reason why Sheamus might win this match, per se. In the hands of Bobby Lashley, maybe? So, there's that. My prediction is going to be for Drew McIntyre to win the match, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Lashley somehow comes out and actually helps Sheamus get the win for this match to actually send, Drew and Lashley's feud going to WrestleMania, getting more apparent heat going into WrestleMania 37. So there's that. So while I wouldn't be too surprised if Sheamus wins this match by whatever reason, I'm going to say that Drew McIntyre is going to stay strong and actually get the boot here to actually build more hype and strength and momentum heading into his match against Lashley at WrestleMania 37. So there you go. Next up, we have Intercontinental Champion Big E taking on Apollo Crews. My prediction for this match is going to be while I wouldn't be too surprised if Apollo Crews wins this match and I wouldn't be too surprised if Apollo Crews does win this match to have some built up here. I am going to say Big E's gonna win this match for the sake of them potentially having another match at WrestleMania for him to drop the title then, to have a more bigger stage and more setting for him to lose it against Crews. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. So there's that. Lashley, totally. Crews, Big E, are potentially gonna go out there and actually may potentially have one of the matches, if not the match of the night, low key of the night here at Fastlane. But I'm going to say that Big E is going to win. My prediction is going to be for Big E to win this match, but we may get some sort of screwy finish in this match, so we can potentially head towards WrestleMania to get Crews versus Big E again in a stipulation match or some sort of rematch. We get more story and more, hype and, built for Big E to finally lose championship there at WrestleMania against Crews in that fashion. So, Big E to win this match so we can get another rematch with these two at WrestleMania 37. So, next up, we have, if my phone would stop being stupid on WWE.com. There you go. Next up, we have the WWE Women's Champion, Tag Team Champions, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler taking on Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. This is going to be an easy prediction. My very first match is for Baszler and Jax to win, because obviously these two are going to have a match at WrestleMania 37. Why would they win the title? So, yeah. There you go. Reginald and no Reginald, whatever Reginald's going to be doing this match, it don't give a solid crap. Banks and Bailey. Oh God, my mind's still stuck in that tangent now, isn't it? Banks and Belair are having a match at WrestleMania, obviously enough. And why would they win the championships from Jax and Baszler for that reason? So why? Why? So no. Banks, Belair, nope. Baszler, Jax, yes. My prediction is for Jax and Baszler to win. So there you go. Next up, and we finally on the card, we have Universal Champion Roman Reigns taking on Daniel Bryan with special guest referee / enforcer Edge being, in behind the scenes or in the ring to watch it all, or, take place and make sure it's going down in the middle. My prediction for this match is going to be that I'm going to predict that Roman Reigns is going to walk out with the championship, but that's all I'm going to say. Because we may not have a clear-cut winner in this match. Because even though Edge is apparently the guy who's apparently going to, like I said, cut it down the middle, make sure it's fair, I don't think so. Because we're probably gonna potentially see, the star, even though, premises are even flapping obvious from the fucking get-go. We're gonna have, the actual legit press the legitimate, sign the deal, or pressing the button legitimate deal for us having a triple threat match at WrestleMania 37 for the Universal Championship between Edge, Bryan, and Roman at WrestleMania. So, yeah, well, however the hell is going to happen, we're just going to tune in to see what's going to happen between the likes of between Edge and Bryan, or Edge and Roman, or Bryan and freaking Roman. Whatever the fuck is going to happen, however the fuck we're going to get there, we're going to have to see what happens. By my prediction, it's going to be Roman Reigns is going to walk up with the title, and we are going to have no flipping clean winner. But if I have to say a prediction, I'm going to say that we're going to have it be probably... I'm going to potentially say Roman? Maybe Bryan by disqualification? Roman by disqualification? I don't know. My prediction, simply enough, I'm going to say Roman Reigns is my prediction for this match to be the simple fact of a prediction as a name being thrown out for prediction. But my true, heartfelt prediction is going to go out to none of these guys. It's going to go out to none of these guys because obviously this is going to be the door to the key to the door for us to finally get Bryan versus Edge versus Roman at WrestleMania 37. So with that, final said, ladies and gentlemen, that has concluded my WrestleMania, no, not my WrestleMania, fuck, that'll be next time. This has concluded my Fastlane 2021 predictions, and obviously I know this is, no pun intended, but this is kind of being, kind of fast, but, we're here to tell you the show, and obviously I want to get this done as fast as possible to get up to you guys, so there's that. So, Fastlane 2021 looks to be kind of a pointless show. I know it's kind of been said, to death by now, but it really has, because, we could have just had this time to just spend more time to build towards WrestleMania 37 for more stories. Why are we doing this, guys? I don't know. But, honestly, guys, WrestleMania 37 is almost here. We're literally at the doorstep of WrestleMania 37. Literally right here, right in front of us. And we just had to get through this pay-per-view event to finally get there to WrestleMania 37 as a whole. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are going to tune out for this video, I'll see you guys next time for my WrestleMania 37 predictions. And this has concluded that. So, now we're going to jump into the second half of the video with my rundown / review of Elimination Chamber 2021. If I shall pull up my shit real quick. Okay, so, with that said, right now, we're going to start off the second half of the video for Elimination Chamber 2021 stuff. So, with that said, let's go. With the first stuff being John Morrison taking on Mustafa Ali, taking on Elias versus Ricochet to face in the United States Championship match with Riddle and Lashley to replace Keith Lee later on in the night. My prediction for this match was for Ali to win, and he lost his match to John Morrison being the winner of this match. That's my prediction score, 0-1. My bad. But my thoughts being for a match that wasn't expected to take place, it ended up being a pretty fun one to watch. Each man had their moment to briefly shine, and Morrison totally caught the ending off guard to get the W in the end to move on to his match later on in the night. So there's that. Moving on next, we have Universal Championship contendership. That, talk about a freaking tongue twister there. Elimination Chamber match. My prediction for this match is for Uso to win, to go on to laying down to Reigns later in the night, but could see why any other person in the match could get the win. And my prediction was incorrect, as Daniel Bryan won this match. The match prediction scored 0-2. And my thoughts was At first, was feeling as if I was being taken out of the match near the end, as I thought they were making it too obvious that Uso was going to win since the focus was on Bryan Cesaro. But nope, Bryan came on back to win it in the last second, even when I thought Uso was going to reverse the running knee. Overall, a great match until we had Roman Reigns taking on Daniel Bryan for the Universal Championship right after the matchup. My prediction for this match was for Roman Reigns to win, and he won this match easily, so my prediction score as an easy 1-2. And my thoughts was, please let us have a rematch at Fastlane, which we are going to have, obviously enough, as you just saw in my first part of the video. Even though it's quite obvious we're not going to get it at WrestleMania after that post-match spear by Edge, which, like we said, we may have Bryan at WrestleMania with Edge and Roman after the night. Who knows? Which makes it kind of... Which it still kind of makes me sick since Reigns should have had the likes of Bryan or even Cena to have a better story heading into the match compared to the stupidity of a spear versus spear sort of mindset, and had something intriguing go down with Edge facing on Drew instead. But it's what we'd expect to happen. Kind of makes Fastlane worthless to even have Reigns around for it, which, to be fair, he might not even be there at all, which we are, because obviously we're having Bryan versus Roman with freaking Edge as a referee, so blah. But we just have to wait and see next month, which obviously, as I just said, we are already having this match for that 6, so blah. Moving on, we have Riddle taking on Morrison, taking on Lashley for the United States Championship Triple Threat match. We have Lashley being the winner of this match, but my prediction being Lashley. But no, I think I just had a tongue twister. My prediction is for Lashley to win, but wouldn't it be too surprising if Riddle gets the W since he's been the punching bag in this feud so far up to this point to finally get the turnaround of it all. Which, obviously, that actually happened, as my prediction was incorrect, as Riddle did win this match and become the Universal Champion. No, not Universal Champion. Maybe soon, Riddle fans. Maybe soon. You have to just keep that dream alive. No, I'm playing. But seriously, Riddle did become the United States Championship. Yeah, he became the title belt. Not playing. He became the champion of the United States of America. Not playing. He became the U.S. champion. There you go. And my prediction was incorrect for that reason, so my prediction score 1-3. And my thoughts, after that kind of funny botch kind of sort of thing going on there, was, and I quote, ending was one seen coming, but the match overall seemed to be quite more entertaining than expected. So much so that it made me actually want and felt that Morrison should have got the win to maybe get him some momentum under it other than being associated with The Miz all the goddamn time. Overall, a fun match to say the least, so there you go. Next up, we have Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler taking on Sasha Banks and Belair once again for the Women's Tag Team Championships. My prediction was for this match was for Jax and Baszler to win to maybe set up Banks and Belair and Banks obviously at WrestleMania, and just seemed to be not their time to lose the belts yet for Jax and Baszler obviously. If it even makes sense for Banks and Baszler to even win to start with, which obviously, going my logic going into this show, for Fastlane, it does not give a single fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, so, no. Anywho, my prediction was true as Baszler. I'm mixing two women together. Belair and Baszler. Whatever that fucking last name I just created just a few seconds ago, there's that. But no, seriously, Jax and Baszler won the match. My prediction score of this match was 2-3. And my thoughts was, match just seemed to came and went without me caring at all too much I wanted all. But it did end in a way that I expected it to But it did end in a way that I expected it to I put win instead of with Reginald coming out and messing up Banks to let them lose. Even so made the ending seem lackluster though, but oh well. So, blah, whatever the heck that was. Next up, we had the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match. My prediction for this match was for Drew McIntyre to win this match, and he wins this match, and my prediction score I tied at 3-3. And my thoughts was no real thought could be said here because Miz cashes in after Lashley beats down Drew post-match actually win the title. Totally don't get why this was the case and where WWE is going to take this from here unless we have Drew versus Lashley at Fastlane and Drew versus Miz at Mania, which is not going to be the case because we're going to get Drew and freaking Lashley at Mania, so blah. Put those two together, put those two opposite ties together, so blah. Which even that doesn't make sense since we'll most likely have a tag team match with Miz and Morrison taking on Bad Bunny and Damian Priest at Mania. So really, who the fuck even knows anymore what's going down at Mania? So blah. A lot of freaking mess ups going out of this freaking thing that should have been actually said before this video for Fastlane 2021. Huh, guys? So blah. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is, after all. But anywho's, guys, my total score of the show was a tie at 3-3, 3 wins and 3 loses. And my overall thought to close out the video is this. Needless to say, WWE gave us a fuck you kind of show after giving us something good at the Rumble that pretty much made everyone agree on how good of a show it was. Even enough to make me feel as if my brain cells were being insulted by the end of it. Not to mention how quick/short of a show it was. All that can be said by me really is this. If they didn't give a shit on the show, why should I try to go in depth into my overall thoughts? Crossing fingers, Fastlane's a better turnout than this horseshit of a show, which we're gonna have to tune in this time to find out. So with it said, how will Fastlane 2021 turn out? You're gonna have to tune in next time to find out for my prediction video for Wrestlemania 37 as we finally get to the showcase of the Immortals to finally close out the road to Wrestlemania 37 and a tongue twister with a bang. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am Slam318. I hope you guys enjoyed this video for all the kind of tongue twistering kind of botches and you usually get from my video here for Slam318. And I shall see you guys then for my prediction video for WrestleMania 37 with us finally getting there, obviously enough. Obviously, because what more can be said? Okay, so no jokes aside, all jokes aside, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. So obviously enough, guys. I'll see you guys then for my WrestleMania 37 prediction. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Slam318. I don't even know if I even said my goddamn channel name right. Blah. I am Slam318. I'm done botching. I'm done rambling. I'm done freaking being stupid. And I am signing out. Peace, ladies and gentlemen.